Welcome back, everybody. Today, we'll be discussing the Jordan 1 Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Specifically, we'll be discussing whether it should sell or hold the Jordan 1 Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and why that is. To preface, if you guys enjoy these types of videos regarding the market, reselling, and even info on how to acquire these limited products, be sure to subscribe and enable post notifications. This way, you're always 100% updated. Furthermore, for more urgent updates like shock drop notifications, follow my Twitter, KeithAdam10, and also personals for you. This way, you're always in the loop 24/7 whenever there's a restock, shock drop, etc., such as the one that we actually just saw today and yesterday. For early information before they actually occur, Endurance always has your back. You can feel free to join the waitlist with the link in the description below. I'd also suggest following the Twitter for occasional free info. For those who don't know, the Jordan 1 Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse shock dropped on May 2nd yesterday, while the full drop will be on May 20th. Retail was higher than usual at $200 for men and $150 for grade school. Since these are just the shock drop pairs, the primary question we'll be trying to answer is if it is worth selling these before or after the main drop, whether that is right after or long term. So the format here is going to be a little bit different than the usual seller hold videos we do, and there will be a full seller hold video on these the day before the drop as usual, which is on the 20th. As of me making this video, it is May 3rd, 2023, the day after the drop. The average post-drop prices for sizes 8 to 12 currently is $330. Evidently, these prices leave good room for profit with a good margin. However, as always, they will drop in value as shipments go out and as pairs go into circulation. When it comes to these, I think a useful comparison for how we could expect prices to drop would be the Jordan 3 White Cement Reimagined. This was also a high demand shoe that also had a ton of stock drop on the shock drop prior to the main release. We saw the post drop prices of high 300s drop to high 200s. That's a pretty drastic drop. And while we did end up seeing a positive impulsivity effect, it was nowhere near sufficient to offset the significant amount lost following the initial shock drop pairs going in circulation. If these were to drop in value, similar to the white cements, we could potentially see as much as a 20% drop in value from these prices now up until the main drop being conservative with the amount of decrease. This could hypothetically leave prices at $264, thinking optimistically. So obviously, this is a pretty significant amount of money that you could be losing by simply waiting. Now, of course, you may get your pair very soon, or your pair may come in very late, so late that they may already be close to $264. So with that said, to keep it simple, if you already have your pair very early, I would personally sell them as soon as possible before any drop in value. Take these high prices while they last, because they will not last. If your shipments come very late and they are very low already, at that point, it would be worth considering holding them for the post-drop impulsivity effect, where you might experience a 5 to 10% increase in prices. You may even consider holding long-term, that of which we'll discuss more in a full seller hold video before the drop. Lastly, if you fall somewhere in between, I'd still lean towards selling them as soon as possible, but of course, the amount you'll save won't be as significant had you gotten these very early. So of course, it really does depend when you get your pair. And that's why, when it comes to early release shock drops, I sometimes consider the paid shipping options, because the amount you save in the market often outweighs the shipping cost. Unless, of course, you're label scanning, but, that's something that I can't really legally advise. Anyway, that'll conclude it for today. You can feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed, or maybe if you learned a thing or two. I wanted to keep this one quick and simple because it's a very simple concept that occurs very frequently when it comes to these early release shock drops. Subscribe and enable post notifications. This way you stay 100% updated on all hyped releases. You can feel free to join the Endurance waitlist with the link in the description. You could also follow Endurance on Twitter for updates on restocks or key giveaways, and the same goes for Gargantua if you want to keep up with the progress or restocks. Feel free to check out the other links in the description too, such as kit proxies. We actually just recently added ISP proxies. And last but not least, make sure to follow my Twitter, KeithAdam10. This way you're always in the loop 24/7. With that, I will see you guys later. Have a fantastic rest of your day.